Hi! Welcome back. This is Link of Hearts with Elizabeth. So this is the second video of the two-part series about self-love. Last week, I talked briefly about self-care being a reflection of self-love and what it truly means. And I asked you guys to dig deep and really look what self-care means to you. Ultimately, self-care is self-love. It's about loving yourself enough to care, enough to really take care of yourself. Having gone through many years of depression, I started to look at self-care from a different light. I've spent the last 20 years really getting to know myself, working on my self-awareness, and really learning how to take care of myself. Because I realized that if I want to get better, I am the only one who can truly take care of myself. I am the only one who can make that happen. And I really believe that this is the reason why I continue to thrive in spite of all the ups and downs. My life hasn't been easy, but I am learning that there's always a better way to live. I don't want to just survive, I want to thrive. I don't want to just exist, I want to live. So I continue to really better myself. So I want to share with you some simple things that helped me get started in working on my self-awareness and really getting to know myself and just figuring out what works for me and what doesn't. First is self-help books. Yes, those kind of books. If you're not the type to be reading, right now, resources are available all around us. It could be books, it could be an audiobook, it could be a podcast. Those are all free. It could be YouTube videos. And these are all available to us. So it's really just up to us to use these resources. And self-help books is probably one of the first things that I did the moment I accepted the fact that I needed help. Besides the medical help that I was already seeking back then, I wanted to learn on my own. I wanted to feel better on my own. So I dove into reading and really just learning about what I was going through, learning about depression and learning about anxiety. The second big thing that helped me get started was becoming aware of practicing healthy habits. And what I mean by these healthy habits are just simple as moving your body, right? Exercising. You hear this a lot, you hear this everywhere, but it's your responsibility to find what works for you. And what works for me, for example, is I can walk, I can bike, I can do cycling, and I do yoga, or I can go dancing. I become more mindful of what I eat. Again, this is not a habit that you just decide to do overnight. It's a practice. Just the idea of practice is there will be easy days and there will be bad days. Being mindful of the number of hours I sleep. This deserves a video of its own, so I will get into it on another video. Sleep is so important. But choosing to create a habit where you get to sleep for a good 7 to 8 hours or whatever your body needs, that's self-care on its own. That's taking care of yourself because you want your body to feel rested and rejuvenated. If you have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you go backwards 7 hours or 8 hours, and that's when you go to bed. If you choose not to go to bed that early, that's on you and that's your responsibility. But that also means that the next day you will struggle. And I've gone through this, right? It's not perfect. I have been up and down with my habits as well. But the older I get, I think, the realize that these habits are key to my overall well-being. And so I really am paying more attention to it. I'm very mindful of it. And I really want to incorporate them to my everyday life. Lastly, the simple habit of just listening to your body. Whether it's taking a nap, if your body needs to cry, let it cry. If your body is in pain, listen to it and see what it's telling you. I'm only sharing with you what I have learned and what I'm still continuing to learn. We get to practice these habits that will support us, and which is really the true meaning of self-care. So I hope that you find all this information useful, and it will encourage you to really look into self-care and see it from a different light. Remember, it's not selfish, it's not indulgent, and it's not luxurious. It's taking care of yourself so you can be your best self in order to be of service to others. Now, thanks again for watching. Don't forget, take care of yourself first before taking care of others. Sending you my love and gratitude.